Hello guys, before we start with the discussion, we just want to inform you that we have launched a very special and unique type of program which is called Excel Mains through the previous year's questions. In this program, we are going to cover the entire syllabus of GS paper 1, 2, 3 and 4. The philosophy behind this program is we are going to cover the syllabus not randomly but just by using or referring the previous year's questions themes. And the themes are extracted from the last 40 years of previous year's questions. There will be a live discussion, there will be a answer writing with the mentors, and the second program is the intense answer writing program which is called Samachar Wani Plus, in which there will be a weekly classes on 10 topics which are extremely important from the UPSC mains and prelims point of view. There will be an answer writing, there will be a questions given after each and every class based on those 10 topics. So even if you are a beginner, this is a good opportunity for you to begin with the answer writing. For any further queries or if you wish to talk with a mentor, if you have any doubts, please drop us a message on the number given below. Thank you.
Daily answer writing day 21. Topic ethics, attitude,
So attitude and aptitude.
and aptitude. How many of you have seen the syllabus of ethics, these topics mentioned in the syllabus?
Yes, sir, I have seen that.
हाँ, तो क्या क्या लिखा हुआ है? Attitude, content, structure, its relation with behavior and thought. तो एटीट्यूड का कंटेंट, उसका स्ट्रक्चर, बिहेवियर और थॉट के साथ उसका रिलेशन, और क्या लिखा हुआ है? मॉरल एंड पॉलिटिकल एटीट्यूड्स. You have to study these attitudes in particular, moral and political attitudes. For example, your political attitude may be left, center or right. You may be a liberal or a conservative, है ना? So your political attitudes, moral attitudes, you have to study separately. Third is social persuasion. So this is the syllabus of attitude that you have to study. Just tell me, what is attitude according to you? I'll explain the structure and relation of behavior and thought with attitude in one example. But you tell me, what is attitude?
The way we see things.
The way we see things. Only see.
Or behave.
Yes.
My opinions
It
and
would have
response
cognitive.
towards activity.
Attitude is not just thought. It is thought, emotion, and behavior. All of them. So, see an example. एक ABC model है to show the relation between attitude, thought, and relation. See, एथिक्स में थोड़ा बहुत मैं हर बार आपको बता देता हूँ ताकि आप लोग जब पढ़ें तो आइडिया रहे. Affective, cognitive, and behavior. Affective means emotions. Cognitive means knowledge or thought. And behavior means action. So when you see a beggar, what are the various emotions that a person can generate? एक बेगर को देख के कैसे कैसे इमोशंस आते हैं आपको? Different people will be having different emotions. What emotion do you get?
Poor.
Pity.
Poor तो है, that is not an emotion.
Pity.
Emotion.
Sympathy.
Okay, one kind of emotion is sympathy.
Compassion.
What else? Okay, compassion. What is the difference between sympathy and compassion?
तो सिंपैथी में जस्ट हमें फील होता है कि हाँ सामने वाले की सिचुएशन खराब है, लेकिन कंपैशन में हमें ऐसा फील होता है कि हम सामने वाले की हेल्प भी कर सकें उस उनकी प्रॉब्लम
नहीं.
को सॉल्व करने के लिए.
So you are basically saying between empathy and sympathy. Empathy is you understand the other person's situation by being in their shoes. आप दूसरे की भावना को या कष्ट को समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. Sympathy is you feel as if their problem is your problem, and compassion is sympathy in action. You are so moved that you act. That is compassion. So sympathy in action is compassion. Some people will feel indifferent, right? Yes, no. Some people will also be disgusted. Yes or no? So these are the various sets of affections or emotions or attitude that you will generate by seeing a beggar. But यहीं पर आपका attitude complete नहीं हो जाता. What is the cognitive sense? ये affective sense हो गया. Cognitive sense में क्या होगा? जो indifferent है वो नॉलेज के पर्सपेक्टिव में क्या सोचेगा बेगर के लिए? बताइए. इफ यू आर इनडिफरेंट यू विल बी लाइक दिस इज नॉट माय प्रॉब्लम, है ना? आई पे टैक्स, नॉट माय प्रॉब्लम. दैट इज द नॉलेज दैट यू विल बी हैविंग इन योर माइंड. यस और नो? somebody who is disgusted, will they not see this person as freeloader? कई बार आपने देखा होगा लोग ज्ञान देते हैं कि यार अच्छा भला हो, स्वास्थ्य ठीक है तुम्हारा, यू आर हेल्दी यंग पर्सन, व्हाई आर यू बेगिंग? यस और नो? यू मस्ट हैव सीन मेनी पीपल गिविंग दिस एडवाइस, है ना? सो दे विल कंसिडर दीज पीपल एज फ्रीलोडर. इनको मेहनत नहीं करना है, बस ऐसे ही मिल जा रहा है तो खाना है. देन दोज हु आर हैविंग एम्पैथी दे विल थिंक गवर्नमेंट की फेलियर है, गवर्नमेंट और गवर्नेंस फेलियर. बट जिसके पास कंपैशन है दे विल कंसिडर दिस एज फेलियर ऑफ ह्यूमैनिटी, मीनिंग इट इज द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ ईच वन ऑफ अस टू डू आवर पार्ट. So these are the cognitive aspects regarding seeing a beggar. Now what is the behavioral aspect? How will you react? ये दोनों चीजें तो it is having at the level of your subconscious. Affective और cognitive तो आपके दिमाग में चल रहा है. How will you react? The one who is saying I pay tax, not my problem. How will they react?
Ignore.
Yes, ignorance. The one who is saying they are a freeloader, will they rebuke or publicly humiliate? The one who is saying it is a governance failure, they may say some words of comfort, है ना? But the person who is having compassion, you may upload on Twitter for help, crowdsourcing, or help directly to the best possible extent. So this is the structure of attitude through an example. Is it clear? Affective, cognitive और behavior, attitude के 3 components क्या होते हैं? समझ आया सबको?
Yes sir.
हाँ
Yes
ना.
sir.
Okay. Other. Okay. So now I'm just giving some examples and then you can write the question. So some example of attitude versus aptitude, yes, some quotes that you can write. One good quote is, Aptitude determines what you do, basically your skill set, but attitude determines how well you do it. Okay, so there is also a quote by Milton. Milton says, mind can make heaven of hell and hell of heaven. You must have seen many poor people, when it rains, they enjoy the rain outside. They celebrate it, right? When all of us are running for shelter, they celebrate that part of life. They live it joyfully. Whereas you must have seen even big celebrities, Bollywood stars, they are having everything, but they commit suicide. है ना? So mind can make heaven of hell and hell of heaven.
So first quote is
By me.
Okay.
So one more quote you can write. There are tens, hundreds of quotes. Holding, see, write one line. The degree of one's emotions varies inversely with one's knowledge of facts. Bertrand Russell. Is it true? The correct facts, if you know, you will be less emotional. Yes or no? Right? Like you came to know that China is docking a vessel. You got very emotional. We helped Sri Lanka so much, but China is docking a vessel in Sri Lanka. But then when you came to know a fact that India protested and Sri Lanka refused, then you also came to know कि भाई श्रीलंका के ऊपर चाइना का $8 billion का debt भी है, $8 billion. So when you came to know of your facts, your emotions calmed down, right? Your emotions were tempered. So Bertrand Russell is very right when he says the degree of one's emotion varies inversely with one's knowledge of facts. Now I am giving a question on functions of attitude. I'm sure you must have read functions of attitude. So, right, attitude and aptitude are both essential for governance. What are the functions of attitude and how can it be applied to control Naxalism? $250 words, 20 marks. Please write 619. You can write till 6:31 and 1 minute for submission. You have to mail it at the IAS Akademia at gmail.com. Okay, please start writing.
Hello guys, before we start with the discussion, we just want to inform you that we have launched a very special and unique type of program which is called Excel Mains through the previous year's questions. In this program, we are going to cover the entire syllabus of GS paper 1, 2, 3 and 4. The philosophy behind this program is we are going to cover the syllabus not randomly but just by using or referring the previous year's questions themes. And the themes are extracted from the last 40 years of previous year's questions. There will be a live discussion, there will be a answer writing with the mentors, And the second program is the intense answer writing program, which is called Samachar Wani Plus, in which there will be a weekly classes on 10 topics which are extremely important from the UPSC mains and prelims point of view. There will be a answer writing, there will be a questions given after each and every class based on those 10 topics. So even if you are a beginner, this is a good opportunity for you to begin with the answer writing. For any further queries, or if you wish to talk with a mentor, if you have any doubts, please drop us a message on the number given below. Thank you.
Both attitude and aptitude are essential traits of governance. A civil servant must possess both to adequately. See, this is just repetition. The sentences are repeating. It is also repeating what is being written in the question. So this is normally what happens if you don't have a prepared introduction. है ना? So
Yes.
एक अभी हमने एक कोट लिखवाया था ना, aptitude is what you do and attitude is how well you do it. For civil services, the aptitude is the clearance of the coveted exam, the training procedure, etc. Whereas the attitude is the foundational values of integrity, honesty, डेडिकेशन टू सर्विसेज, कंपैशन एक्सेट्रा. इसको लिखिए ताकि आप कुछ वैल्यू एडिशन तो करिए यहाँ पे, है ना? या कोई एग्जांपल से स्टार्ट कर दीजिए एंड डेमोन्स्ट्रेट कीजिए कि हाउ एटीट्यूड एंड एप्टीट्यूड आर बीइंग रिफ्लेक्टेड. फॉर एग्जांपल, एक आपको पिछले एथिक्स की डिस्कशन में एक एग्जांपल कराया था फ्रॉम द मूवी MS धोनी, द बायोपिक, in which Dhoni said that they lost against Punjab not on the cricket field but on the basketball field, basketball court.
So even if it is asking for governance, we can write this as introduction.
You can write it as long as it is fulfilling. Is it asking कि governance का ही example से बताइए? You have to just clarify that attitude क्या है और aptitude क्या है ना? हाँ. और question है, what are the functions of attitude? So coming to the function part, attitude has 3 components. ठीक है, चलिए ये भी लिख दिया आपने. Various factors are, these are factors on which attitude depends. This is not very relevant, but if you are writing, just write an example how culture determines. For example, in Kerala, it is a matrilineal society, है ना, mother centric. So Kerala का child sex ratio कितना है? Greater than 1000? Yes or no? CSR. Because culture is matrilineal, mother centric, not patrilineal, or there is matriarchy instead of patriarchy. Okay. Attitude has various functions. Knowledge function. It serves as basic function to understand the environment. Not to understand the environment, to process information. To process diverse information. You get various kinds of information. Your attitude determines. For example, me and Dipesh both Googled, is smoking bad? एक article खुला which I read and it said it will cause this cancer, that cancer, ये cancer, वो cancer. And Dipesh, when he opened it, वहां पर लिखा हुआ था, if it is limited to 2 cigarettes per day, smoking is actually healthy. Right? That is something known as echo chamber. जिस तरह की चीज ढूंढेंगे वैसा इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाता है ना आजकल गूगल पे. Yes or no? Dipesh, don't
Yes,
mind.
sir.
I am not saying you smoke. I am just
It's okay, sir.
so see, now you will process that information accordingly, and will it bring a change in you smoking? तो आपने
It
क्या
actually
करा?
came, sir, but
हाँ, it will यार. I'm whatever
study
I
इतना
say.
बड़ा channel था, study IQ, they covered it.
Please don't take any name here. So it is not a channel that we promote. Post-truth. See, this is what is the idea of post-truth. That truth will be manipulated or facts will be manipulated as per the narrative. Generally, narrative is set as per the facts. But here, facts will be manipulated for narrative, or narrative will come first and then facts will be accordingly molded. That is known as post-truth. Okay. So utilitarian function, what is utilitarian? By optimizing our interest. Unclear. What do you mean first by utilitarian and by optimizing our interest? Utilitarian का क्या मतलब होगा? Greatest benefit of the greatest number.
So by
Social,
optimizing one's interest.
by optimizing one's interest, you will reach to utilitarian. How is these two related? Utilitarian function and optimizing one's interest. Utilitarian का मतलब, as far as I understand, is the concept given by Bentham, greatest happiness of the greatest number. So by aligning your interests with social interests, maybe you can say it is utilitarian. Social function through social interactions. Again, it's not very clear the justification part of the function. या तो थोड़ा example लिख दीजिए तो उससे समझ आ जाएगा. Individual self esteem by defense from groups which seek to be hostile. ठीक है. या from counter attitudinal information. Or this is also known as ego defense. So this is also known as ego defense mechanism. और भी सारे हैं. There is value function. Your attitude is nothing but the application of your underlying values. For example, for a Naxalite, his value is anti-state. तो उनका एटीट्यूड भी कैसा रहेगा? अगर उन्होंने किसी गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट को देखा तो उनका एटीट्यूड कैसा रहेगा? Will he be cooperative, cordial, or will he try to be hostile?
Hostile.
Yes. So value function is there. Then motivation function. See, we maintain our attitude differently with different people, right? To your boss, your attitude is different. And to your junior, your attitude is different, right? And so all of us try to make the world see the best version of ourselves. Only you know, or some of your close friends know what is your real self. Nothing bad in it. Okay. But try to make the real self and your actual and your representative self as close as possible. There's a saying, we become what we pretend to be, so we should be very careful what we pretend to be. Or Buddha says, what you think you become. This can be tackled through, what is this? Naxalism. So Naxalism can be tackled through understanding their demands, by psychological, understanding their behavior. So last part is not addressed properly. How will you see? You want to change their value. You don't want to fight them just by guns. It is also a fight of ideology. And an ideological fight cannot be won on just the battlefield. So how will you apply attitude? सबसे पहले क्या कीजिए? Create a supportive environment. उसके लिए दोनों sides should declare what? Unilateral. Even if they are not declaring, government should declare unilateral ceasefire. So that is the supportive environment. Second, facilitate self-exploration. Bring them in closed room talks. Then non-evaluative and non-judgmental behavior. So keep media out of the preliminary talks. There should be no pressure. Then give a proper plan. Proper plan क्या होगा? Package दीजिए कोई. Democratic devolution of power. Sign a peace accord. You can give example. Bodo Peace Accord, Naga Peace Accord. Then space for reformation. एटीट्यूड को चेंज करने के लिए उनको रिफॉर्मेशन का समय दीजिए. सो इम्यूनिटी फ्रॉम अरेस्ट इफ नॉन हीनियस क्राइम. उससे होगा क्या? मास सरेंडर and they will take up the path of mass politics. So this is how you can compare. In conclusion, you can write government has adopted this strategy, and you can give example of maybe बोडो पीस अकॉर्ड, कैसे बोडो टेरिटोरियल एरिया वगैरह, और ये सब आप लिख सकते हैं एथिक्स में. ये मत सोचिए कि आई एम राइटिंग पॉलिटी नाउ. बोडो टेरिटोरियल एरिया दिया, मोर ऑटोनॉमी वाज गिवन, इम्यूनिटी गिवन टू दोज हु आर नॉट इन्वॉल्वड इन क्राइम. लेटर देयर वाज मास सरेंडर and they became part of mass politics. In fact, there is a very good example. Lal Denga, he was a Maoist. He became the first chief minister of Mizoram 1986 mein. So you can give these examples. Okay. So answer, third part is not addressed. Second part may you have not explained. First part may the introduction part is redundant. Okay, so you have to work on all the three parts, but good that you have written. That is how you will learn. Okay, so I have another class, and I think tomorrow we can again meet, क्योंकि आपका 2 दिन का छूट गया था daily answer writing. So we will just make sure that we do those days also, so that you are up to date. So for this daily answer writing, we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you for your time and patience.
Hello guys, before we start with the discussion, we just want to inform you that we have launched a very special and unique type of program which is called Excel Mains through the previous year's questions. In this program, we are going to cover the entire syllabus of GS paper 1, 2, 3 and 4. The philosophy behind this program is we are going to cover the syllabus not randomly but just by using or referring the previous year's questions themes. And the themes are extracted from the last 40 years of previous year's questions. There will be a live discussion, there will be a answer writing with the mentors, and the second program is the intense answer writing program which is called Samachar Wani Plus, in which there will be a weekly classes on 10 topics which are extremely important from the UPSC mains and prelims point of view. There will be an answer writing, there will be a questions given after each and every class based on those 10 topics. So even if you are a beginner, this is a good opportunity for you to begin with the answer writing. For any further queries, or if you wish to talk with a mentor, if you have any doubts, please drop us a message on the number given below. Thank you.